show you how great I am.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
And I'm better now. I'm experienced now, professional. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom. Hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
I am the greatest.
You tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. There's a subscribe button, a like button, and a share button. Please do me a favor and press all three of those buttons for your boy. Let's get right down to business. Saturday, they showed the replay of the Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G 2 fight. And I went on the channel live and I scored the fight live. Now, I don't know how long I can keep the video up because I damn near showed the whole fight. And, you know, the YouTube police was after me Saturday night, you know, but I got away. You know, didn't get locked up or anything. I had to pay no bail money. Nothing like that to the YouTube boys. But my goal for the live was to actually score the fight and watch the fight with the intentions of scoring it and writing the scorecard down on paper. Okay. Now, when I watched the fight live, I was actually at a fight party when I watched it. So when you're at a fight party and you're watching a fight, like, scoring it is something that you're not necessarily doing. Like, you're kind of just enjoying the fight. And usually when I watch a fight, I like to be at the crib, either by myself or with very few people there that are very knowledgeable about boxing, so I'm not being interrupted and being asked dumbass questions. So for the people that didn't watch the live, or by the time you listen to this video, I've taken the live video down from Saturday, I scored the fight all 12 rounds. And you know what, before I give you how I scored it, let me tell you my feeling of it when I watched it live. When I watched it live, I felt like it was a draw. But I felt like Canelo Alvarez was landing the cleaner shots. So I wasn't particularly screaming that was the wrong decision or robbery when Canelo Alvarez won by decision. 115, 113 on two cards and 114, 114 on another card. So that was my feeling live. Okay, so after I watched the replay of the fight, I had Triple G winning the fight 7 rounds to 5. Okay, and I'm gonna go round by round. So what I do is when I score a round, of course, it's 10-9. And, you know, if it's a knockdown, it's 10-8. There was no knockdowns in the fight, so there was no 10-8 rounds. And some rounds, a guy could be so dominant, you could mark it 10-8 without a knockdown. That was not the case in this fight. But if the round is extremely tight, a very close round, hard to judge, then you call them swing rounds. So when I give you all my scorecard from top to bottom, I'm going to tell you who I had winning a round and whether if it was a swing round or not. So I just wanted to kind of give you the backdrop on how I do things when I score a fight. Now, round 1, I gave round 1 to Triple G. This was definitely a swing round because if you look at a lot of people's scorecards and comments now, a lot of people had Canelo winning round 1. I felt like Triple G did a little bit more with the jab in that round. Canelo landed some flashy stuff in that round, but I think consistently throughout the round, Triple G was landing that jab and I gave Triple G round 1, but that's a definite swing round. So that's 1-0 Triple G and 1 swing round. Round 2 was a definite Canelo round. Canelo landed some heavy shots, landed a couple of big hooks, and I think he got Triple G's attention in round 2. So I gave Canelo round 2. That was a clear Canelo round. There was no swing round. Round 3, I gave to Canelo Alvarez. They were going back and forth in that round. Canelo was opening up a little bit more in that round, and I gave Canelo the round. That was a swing round. I could have easily gave that round to Triple G because it was that type of a round. It was a even round. Round 4, I gave to Triple G. I felt like it was a clear Triple G round. Round 5, round 6, and round 7, I gave all to Canelo. And I felt like they were not swing rounds. I felt like round 5, round 6, round 7 were definite Canelo rounds. So after 7 rounds, I had Canelo up 5 rounds to 2 after 7 rounds. In between round 7 and round 8, Abel Sanchez told Triple G that he was losing the fight. And he was correct that he was losing the fight after 7 rounds. I had Canelo up 5 rounds to 2. I think Harold Letterman had it. I think he had it 4-3 Triple G. My scorecard and Harold Letterman's scorecard was completely different in terms of rounds. Completely different. Round 8 was a key round. I gave that round to Triple G. The round was pretty even, but Triple G started landing some big shots, and he landed a shot right at the end of the round that opened the cut back up on Canelo Alvarez. Now, this was a definite swing round. This was a definite swing round. You could easily give Canelo Alvarez round 8. You could easily give Canelo Alvarez round 8. Now, round 9 and round 10, I gave to Triple G. Triple G started turning up in the 9th and the 10th round. And they were clear Triple G rounds. Round 9, round 10, clear Triple G rounds. Okay? So round 10, after round 10, I have it 5 rounds apiece. 5 rounds apiece going into the 11th. Round 11 was a good round for both guys, but I gave round 11 to Triple G, but I felt like round 11 was a swing round. If somebody gave Canelo round 11, I wouldn't be mad at him. I wouldn't be mad at him, but I do feel like Triple G won round 11. And then the most controversial round of the fight is round 12. My big homie Matt told me that Triple G definitely won round 12. I had other people that said Triple G definitely won round 12. And 2 of the 3 judges in the fight gave round 12 to Canelo Alvarez. Which, if that wasn't the case, then the fight would have been a draw. So I had all of that in mind going into the 12th round, because when I watched it live, I wasn't sure who won the 12th round because I wasn't scoring it. I wasn't writing it down. I was at a fight party. So I watched the 12th round, and Triple G won the 12th round in my opinion. He won the 12th round, but it wasn't a clear-cut Golovkin round in the 12th like everybody was telling me. But let me tell you what happened with the 12th round. The 12th round, Triple G started off hot. he started off hot. Like, he really put his punches together in the first 45 seconds to a minute of the 12th round. He fought like he really needed the 12th round. But in the middle of the round, I could see what Abel Sanchez was talking about. He said after the fight that Gennady Golovkin took part of round 12 off, and he definitely did. In the middle of the round, probably from the 2-minute mark down to under the 1-minute mark, Triple G did absolutely nothing. He did absolutely nothing for a full minute and some change in the middle of that round. And then on the back end of the round, of the 12th round, I felt like Triple G slightly edged Canelo Alvarez. Slightly edged him at the end of the round. But I can see where someone would give Canelo Alvarez the 12th round, even though I felt like Triple G won the 12th round. So I did mark round 12 as a swing round. I don't think it was a definite Triple G round, like a blowout round. So I had Triple G winning the fight 7 rounds to 5. I gave Triple G round 1, round 4, and then round 8 through 12. I gave Canelo Alvarez round 2, round 3, round 5, round 6, round 7. And then I had him losing the rest of the way. I had a total of 5 swing rounds. And again, swing rounds are rounds that I felt like could go either way. Round 1, round 3, round 8, round 11, and round 12. Now, out of those 5 rounds, those 5 swing rounds, I gave Triple G 4 out of the 5 swing rounds. Now, am I mad that Triple G lost the fight by decision? Could I see a 115, 113 for Canelo Alvarez? Absolutely, I could see that. I could see that. Now, I know I had 5 swing rounds, but there were 2 rounds in particular that I could have definitely gave to Canelo Alvarez. Round 1, I could have definitely gave to Canelo Alvarez. In round 8, I definitely could have gave it to Canelo Alvarez. They were 2 rounds that after the round, I literally had to sit and think for a second who I was going to get around to. That's how close the round was. So for someone that had to fight 115, 113 Canelo Alvarez, may have had the same scorecard I had, but they may have gave round 1 to Canelo Alvarez and gave round 8 to Canelo Alvarez. That's the difference between 115, 113 Triple G, which is my score, and 115, 113 Canelo Alvarez, which is 2 of the judges' scores. So I'm not mad that Canelo Alvarez won the fight 115, 113. Now, the scorecard don't lie, the numbers don't lie. But I'm going to tell y'all the feeling that I had after watching the fight live and watching it during the replay on HBO. My feeling was the same in a sense after I watched both of the fight both times. I felt like it really wasn't a loser in neither one of the fights. You know what you know what? Let me take that back. Let me take that back because that's a lie. Let me take that back. I felt like Triple G won the first fight. But I understood a draw because in that first fight, people had Canelo Alvarez winning like the first 4 rounds. And then Triple G just running through the entire middle of the fight. And then Canelo getting a round or 2 on the back end. So a lot of people had it 6 rounds to 6. My homie T, I remember talking to him after the fight, and he thought that the fight was 6-6 a draw. but my homie Coop felt like Triple G won the fight. So, you know, I felt like Triple G won that first fight, but I understood the draw. This fight, I felt like my scorecard said Triple G won, but my feeling was like, it felt like it was a draw. Like I felt like it wasn't any losers in this fight. So I actually wouldn't have been mad if they would have gave Triple G the first fight and gave this fight a draw. Could you possibly have Canelo winning 7 rounds in this fight? Definitely. Possibly. Absolutely. Could you have a 7-5 Triple G, which was my scorecard when I scored it during the replay? Absolutely. You could have a 7-5. The one thing that I can't accept is somebody having 9 rounds to 3 for either guy, or 10 rounds to 2 for either guy. Like, that's just, I gotta question how you score fights if that's a scorecard that you came up with. Like, we would have to have a discussion. And it's actually somebody that I got somebody that's on my channel, you know, got family on the channel that told me in the comment section that he had Triple G winning, I think it was 9 or 10 rounds out of the 12. And I got to go back in the comment section and actually look and see what rounds he actually gave Triple G. But I mean, he had Triple G by a wide margin. So with me dropping this video, you know, me and him gonna have to have a conversation about his scorecard at the end of the day. But it was a great fight. It was a great middleweight fight. Me personally, I do not want to see a third fight because these dudes are going to fight the same way. I don't think neither one of these guys is going to get knocked down. I don't think neither one of these guys is going to get seriously hurt. And it's really going to be up to Triple G. The way Triple G fought round 9, 10, and 11, he would have to fight that way the entire fight to even attempt to get a decision against a Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, he owns the judges. He owns the judges. Any close fight, Canelo Alvarez is going to win. And I'm going to cap this video off with this. Roy Jones made a very, very true statement during the first part of that fight. Roy Jones said in the telecast that if Triple G doesn't change the narrative in terms of him backing up and being walked down by Canelo Alvarez, then the judges is definitely not going to give him the fight, because in the first fight, they only gave Triple G a draw, and Triple G was walking Canelo down the entire fight. So if Canelo Alvarez is fighting better, and on top of that, he's walking down Triple G, then the judges is not going to give Triple G the decision. And Roy Jones was exactly correct at the end of the day. I think Canelo Alvarez got the decision because he flipped the script and he walked down, quote unquote, walked down Triple G. But when you actually watch the fight, and I'm going to get into this in another video, there was some instances where Triple G was using the ring and circling and turning and, you know, just using the real estate within the middle of the ring. But now we got a question, does Canelo Alvarez get too much credit for walking forward against Triple G? But I'm going to leave that where it is. I'm going to drop another video specifically on that. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.